Howdy guys, in today's video in FlexiPRINT we're going to be looking at the spell checking feature that comes with the text tool. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, we're into the program here. So now, like I mentioned, we're going to be looking at the spell check feature. This is very handy if you are working with text within your design, because there's a few things that's embarrassing as sending a client work and you have some spell errors in there. So this obviously works with single words, but it can also work with big paragraphs. So if you're designing something with a lot of text, this is also handy. Now there's two main ways we can go about it. One is currently just working with the text we can see on screen. We can right click and correct things. And another way is we can go into the actual spell check feature. Then we have a few more options there that we can choose from. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw some text here. I'm going to try misspell this. Let's go. This is our test text. Just going to do that. So we have some spelling mistakes. Then I'm just going to go add software training. Add software training. I'm going to leave it at that. Then you can see off the bat already it tells us we have a few errors here. Now what we can do is, even if with our selection tool, if we select the actual object, it's going to show us where's the errors. It's going to underline it here with a red. I'm going to like a red zigzag, as you can see there. It's like most document programs. So if you're familiar with that, I'm just going to upscale this a little bit so we can see it better for the sake of the video. Now the easiest way to fix things, so I'm going to go into my text tool. Then I'm going to simply right click the areas I want to fix. So I can right click, and then you'll see from the list here it gives us a few options. So it's got suggestions of what I think it could be. So now obviously we're looking for this. It's right here on the list. So I can simply click that and you'll see now that little red underline is gone. Now if you wanted to, let's say you using a different language perhaps, then you can also go right click and then you'll see we have the option here, ignore. Or what sometimes can happen with designs as well is the client, for the sake of design, they spell it different because maybe that's how they registered the company, or it's a form of slogan. Then you might want to go ignore or ignore all, but just make sure that it is all intentional. Then right under that we have another option. So if I, let's say, create this software training, this is kind of like the way they say it, is one word, so there's no spacing, and I use it often. Then I perhaps want to make sure this keeps being ignored, otherwise every time I'll have to right click and say ignore. Then what I can do is I'll right click this one, let me zoom in here, and then you'll see here at the bottom of these options it says they add to user dictionary. So now if I click that, it's going to add it to our dictionary. So now every time I spell it this way, it will ignore it as if it is wrong and see it as part of our dictionary. Now that's one way we can go about it. Another way is if we can either right click our text and then we go to the actual spell or check spelling. You'll see there's an option here. Or what we can do is go to our main menu on top, the text, and then we go to spell checking. And the shortcut for that is F7. So if you press that on your keyboard, it will open the feature. Now in the feature we have a few options. If I've opened this, number one on top is your language. So maybe you're working in a different language, this is a good place to change it. We also have the difference between UK English and US English. Depending on your location and your client base, you might want to change that. Then under that we've got misspelled words. You can see it shows us here misspelled words 1, and then it is the OU. There's an option. Then on the right we have the similar options to what we have when we right click. So we've got change all, ignore all, add and edit list. We'll go into more detail on the bottom here now, but let's just first look at under this. So we've got our word selected. So I'm just going to quickly cancel here and misspell this first one again. Away this. And then right click and we go here to spell checking. Now we can see here we've got both those words. So depending on the one you select, the bottom here, it will update its options. So I'm going to start with this. Then we're going to go to the bottom, find the right one. And then you'll see here change to, and it's going to show us what it's going to change it to. So we know we've got the right one selected. Then we can say change on the top right here. And then you'll see now it has removed that one from our list and only one left. And we can make sure that one's selected. Click on our, click change. And there we go, spell check is complete. Close spell check, I'm just going to say no for now. So now all our words is correct. But now what we can do is we can go here to edit list. Let's say we added that software training, but there was a mistake, maybe a spelling wrong, and I want to add rather something else to the dictionary. Then we can simply go here, select the word we've added to our dictionary, and then either we can change it or we can simply say remove. And now after I've said removed, I click done and close, yes. Now if we select our text, let's try that again. Okay, at the moment it's still viewing as if it is spelled correctly. So I think once you close the software perhaps and open it, it should update it for you. Let's just make sure, go to our spell checking, and then okay, at the moment it's not giving me the option, so we'll go here. Misspelled, no. Let's try that again. My apologies, say yes. You're too lazy to read. Okay, so there we go, it's still removed. So in essence it should update it, but I think once we close and open the program, we should have the updated text. But yeah, in any case, that is how you remove it. So the gist of it is you can either right click and change things or go to the actual spell menu, and you can add things to your actual dictionary. So in future, it will not see it as an error. But yeah, in the meanwhile, if we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variation of softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your searching on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.